Good morning, I'm Clinton Griffiths. Happening right now, scouts are getting ready to head out for day one of the 2024 Pro Farmer Crop Tour. It's our chance to finally see if USDA predictions of possibly record-breaking corn and soybean yields in the Midwest could come true. Now, in the East, scouts will check corn and soybean crops from Dublin, Ohio to Noblesville, Indiana, and in the West, from Sioux Falls, South Dakota to Grand Island, Nebraska. Ag Day's Michelle Rook heading out today on the western leg. And Michelle, consistency will be key when looking at these crops.
Yeah, that's definitely one factor that will be watched this week on the Pro Farmer Crop Tour. However, there are other agronomic benchmarks both the scouts and the trade will be using to confirm USDA's record corn and soybean yields released in the August 12th WASDE. And the market may already be anticipating what the tour will find, as witnessed by last week's lower prices. USDA is projecting a record 183.1 bushel per acre national corn yield, which would be up almost 6 bushels above the current record. It's a heavy lift, but with 67% of the corn rated good to excellent and only 6% of the corn production areas in drought versus 42% last year, is it achievable? The leader of the eastern leg of the Pro Farmer Crop Tour says he also wants to see uniformity across corn fields.
We better find really heavy ear counts out there to generate a record yield, the type that USDA put on it. They better be big and girthy, long ears that have some weight to them already. And but I think that into the cornfields, that's the number one thing.
USDA estimated national soybean yield at a record 53.2 bushels per acre, 1.6 bushels above the previous record. And that has been followed up by some timely August rains on a crop with historically high crop ratings. But again, Grady says the pod counts will need to support yields.
So it needs to be a heavily potted crop. It needs to have soil moisture, which I think that in many of the areas we will find. But those are some of the numbers that we pull that we can compare year to year and really get a good indication of the soybean factory, yield factory that's out there.
With USDA not collecting objective yield samples until September, the tour will provide the first boots on the ground data. Grady says that will be critical in states USDA has predicted record yields, including Illinois, where corn yield is pegged at 225 bushels, well above the previous record of 214.
And so we need to find really good fields pretty much across the entire state. There can't be too many duds in there that we get into.
However, there are quite a few problem areas in the Corn Belt due to flooding and hail, and so the key will be whether those strong production areas can make up for those deficits. I'm Michelle Rook reporting for Ag Day.